Peace and blessings, family. This is your boy, Juro. It is Thursday, the 20th of December, 2017. How is everybody doing? You're on the close to the backside of your week, but I hope that you are well, sidestepping the negative by placing your feet on solid ground, by placing God first in everything you do. Just want to put this video out for somebody because as you turn on TV, there's, I don't want to say coincidentally, there is a high and low trying to remove your emotional state in regards to the holidays, causing an underlying stress, pressure that is nothing but a distraction. But because the holiday will fall on Monday, it's gotten everybody a little bit off tilt. And I just wanted to let somebody know that first and foremost, the greatest gift you could ever bestow to a person is for them to be present in your life. Let me make that crystal clear, because you cannot be purchased from a retail establishment. You cannot be found in a coat rack. You cannot be with a little bug. But let me explain something to you, family, because that was done by design. You are unique. You have one story, and it is your responsibility to fulfill the prophecy known as your life. Just like a race. And people are in that with the stick being passed from one generation to the next. It is your responsibility to grab it, to ensure that you do not fall short. But we are human, but we are spiritual beings first. So we're going to make mistakes. We're going to make choices not in our best interest. But guess what? With every setback, it is still an opportunity for your setup. Every time there may be something that falls short and it becomes your reality, your breakdown, that is nothing but opportunity to break off the distractions, to look through the illusions, to embrace the clarity. We're talking about you. But because we live in a technological world, we are more prone to sit by and stand idle, especially when it comes to feeds. How many times that you wanted to use this tool and you saw standby, system update, and the process had to occur. And in that process, you waited patiently to see the change. You do understand that is still metaphorically the same parallels with your life. Because all the growth, all the changes, all the choices come from within yourself. That is why it's very imperative, family, that you embrace who you are. Who am I talking to? There'll never be another you. That is why you hear people say with very cliche. Imitation is flattery. It's flattery. No, it's not. It's the first opportunity to not claim you. And if you decide to make this the moment that you are going to define yourself, I say, go within. Because as long as you first acknowledge what needs to happen, that is one step closer to embracing the change. You are the experience. You're not just something to do. You're not the scapegoat. You're not the victim. You are you. So you got a lot of people running around with their heads cut off, wondering what they're going to get Manny, Mo, or Jack just for the 25th day on the calendar, not taking into consideration what the 25th day is personified. That is why it's a holy day, not a holiday. Haven't you noticed the way society wants to put things in your face, but they don't? They hope you don't catch it. Haven't you noticed that now more than ever they're pushing the agenda of saying happy holiday, your holiday tree. Yeah, granted, I know there are those who say, well, you know, Gerald, that tree is pagan anyway. Gotcha. But guess what? That tree also represents your family too. Every branch, down to the root. The core fiber makes up your legacy. It is the personification of your direction, the reason for it all. So why do you not give yourself credit for your existence? Doesn't mean that you were born to be perfect. It was meant for you to embrace the journey called life. Well, what is life without love? L-O-V-E. I'll tell you what that is. That is a person that is literally emotionally colorblind or missing one of the five senses. Granted, the other four senses will enhance what is missing. But can you really have balance? How can you truly be whole? Can you really find comfort when the comfort comes from within you? Most people won't be able to answer that, because then that means they have to be transparent. And to be transparent, that means you must have knowledge of self. So who are you? What is your purpose? And when you finally have the courage to answer the call of your purpose, you'll find your comfort. You'll find your peace of mind. And all the things that were distractions, all the things that would emotionally cause you to be impulsive, won't have the weight that it once did. Because what will end up happening, there will be an emotional call for validation of the presence, not the literal presence. And that's for somebody, because see, guess what? You can't buy somebody's attention span. We see that all the time when we embrace materialism. And I'm not trying to take a jab at the holiday. But what I'm trying to get you to understand is this. You are the greatest gift ever. But you got to be able to see it for yourself. You got to take them blinders off. You got to be able to find comfort in those precious feet that make your foundation. But I get it. Right now, people want what they want, and they go through the gauntlet of emotions and systematically allow things to fall in place. The validation suddenly appears, and real recognizes real. And if this is you, have courage. Because maybe this is the moment that all that you did not know, all the things that you were not privy to, now all that was hidden shall be made revealed. Why? Because you're ready. You're ready to take that next step. You're ready to take that one more position back to where you rightfully belong. That's within yourself. Maybe that's the reason why those uneasy nights have been so trying too. Who am I talking to? But guess what? I am very optimistic, and I believe that if you make this decision to unconditionally commit to you, many doors that were non-existent will be afforded you, just as where you came from, those doors will be sealed. Now, the trade-off for that is this. Truth can be very unsettling, but you deserve that. Now, the question is, when you embrace that, that's up to you. Because there are plenty of people that have a love affair with their pride. They have a loyalty to their ego and do not realize that is the same things that enslave their direction. Now, not to be winded, I truly hope that wherever you are in the confounds of those who truly love and deserve for you to be in their lives. But that is reciprocal. Did you hear me? Just like communication, sender, receiver, understanding, dialogue. Do you have a dialogue with yourself? Only you know that. So if you're tired of ripping and running, going to and fro, and coming up with nothing to show for it, I convey that you ground your feet. Because God has something not only better, it's going to blow your mind. But guess what? That's how blessings are. The time released. They are earned. And as the tasks are completed, so shall the reward be given. Who am I talking to? So why are you stressing? Why are you frustrated? Be yourself. And when you decide to be yourself, you embrace your blessing. And the greatest one is called you. So if I don't hear from you, y'all, I hope that you have a blessed and safe Christmas. Remember what it stands for. Okay? God's praying for you. You know I am. I see your worth. And for that, it helps me discern mine. And lastly, just like that system reboot, that system install, all the magic is found within. It's up to your environment to behold it. Be blessed.